Hello, my name is Peter Thorne, and I'm a professor at the University of Iowa. I study environmental lung disease, and I worked with flood victims after the devastating Midwest floods of 1993, and also in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Today, I want to share some information about mold hazards that arise when the floodwaters recede. Mold is an environmental hazard found at extreme levels in flooded homes and in office buildings that have been flooded. Mold exposure can make you ill, so with a little planning, you can help protect yourself from the toxic effects of molds. First, what is mold? Molds are a form of fungi that are found everywhere, usually in small amounts. They grow very rapidly in hot and humid conditions, especially in flooded homes. Molds produce tiny spores that float through the air, and when they land on a wet surface, such as carpeting, wallboard, or furniture, they can begin to grow. Mold is hazardous to our health, so we need to take precautions to protect ourselves. It enters our body through the mouth or through breathing, and people with sensitive skin may react to contact with molds as well. Molds can produce mild to severe health problems. Examples include stuffy nose, itchy eyes, wheezing, difficulty breathing. And as I said before, molds can cause a skin rash. They often produce strong odors, and these odors can make you feel nauseous or have a sensation of gagging. Mold, most importantly, is a known trigger of allergy and asthma, and so those who are susceptible to those conditions need to take special precautions. How can you protect yourself when you're working in a mold-contaminated area? Well, first of all, children, pregnant women, the elderly, people with asthma and allergy, or people with immune system diseases should not work in mold-contaminated areas at all and should leave the work to others. If working in a mold-contaminated area, you should wear protective clothing, waterproof gloves, protective eyewear, and a disposable shower cap. Use a two-strap, tight-fitting, filtering face mask, such as an N95 respirator, when cleaning up mold. If there's a large amount of mold, even these masks will not provide adequate protection, and you will still be exposed. So in those conditions, the work should be left to professionals. While doing work in these mold-contaminated areas, avoid touching your face, especially your mouth and your eyes. During cleanup, porous materials such as wet insulation, carpeting, drywall, ceiling tiles, curtains, furniture, and fabric likely will be ruined and should be discarded. However, precious documents or photos sometimes can be saved by washing them as soon as possible and drying them thoroughly. There are also services that can restore these for you at a large expense. So if you have something precious such as that, you can freeze it and then take it to a service that can service that document for you. You should not attempt to clean large areas of mold. If you start cleaning and you experience health problems, get out and call a professional to do the work. Be very cautious when cleaning mold because mold releases spores that can contaminate other areas or further expand the problem with the molds. The area should be well ventilated when you clean. Entering a building that has been flooded can be dangerous. So before you enter, be sure there are no electrical or structural hazards. Be sure that there is no toxic waste from stored chemicals that may have spilled during the flood. Watch out for sharp objects such as broken glass that can cut you. And again, don't forget to wear your protective clothing and eyewear. Hard surfaces can be cleaned of mold. Clean these surfaces with detergent and a scrub brush, sponge, or rag. Rinse the surfaces with a lot of clean water, and after the surface is as clean as you can get it, disinfect the surface with a solution of 1 cup of bleach added to a gallon of water. And this bleach solution should be left on the surface for a period of about 6 to 8 hours. After that, put all the dirty rags and sponges that you accumulated in a plastic bag and seal them with duct tape for disposal. Never mix ammonia with bleach because this produces toxic fumes that can be dangerous. After working in a moldy area, you should shower with plenty of soap and you should thoroughly wash your hair. Clothes that you were working in should be washed separately using laundry detergent and 1/4 cup of bleach for each gallon of water. You can also use stain-removing laundry detergent. Keep shoes and work clothes that you wore in the contaminated areas away from clean areas such as your home. Other hazards should be mentioned as well. Most importantly, if you are using gasoline-powered equipment, such as generators or power scrubbers, it is essential to have good ventilation to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. While using these tools, if you find that you're getting a headache, fatigue, confusion, breathlessness, or nausea, evacuate immediately and seek medical attention. I hope this information is helpful. If you have further questions, you can go to the Environmental Health Sciences Research Center website at the University of Iowa. That is www.ehsrc.org. Thank you.